Alright, Danubian Transport Network. It's only for 3 infrastructure, it's not that important. Institute the Royal Dictatorship. The time has come to further increase the king's already extensive powers, bringing political stability to the nation and enabling it to focus on threats from the outside. Greater Romania. You guys must be done. Yeah, you are. Cool. We have a bigger army now. With basically no equipment. And you're all... Oh, it's because you're all training. My bad. Yeah, okay. That's done. The games are concluded. Concentrated industry. Jolly good. We could start on doctrines. And this time I think... Whoa, no, we're going mobile warfare. May as well start. I feel like I'm missing a technology. We got the construction ones already done. Spanish Civil War. Oh, you know what could have been interesting? I have no limit on guarantees. I could have guaranteed Spain before the Civil War broke out. And then actually fought with them on their side against nationalist Spain, thereby guaranteeing Republican victory. Interesting. I could also guarantee the Czechs at this point. Oh, I already have. We're guaranteeing each other. How nice. Guarantee Ethiopia. That would have no effect because Italy are already at war when the game starts. Not after. No longer get the effects of royal household accounts. Good. I can't believe how short on equipment we are. Although we are overcoming the deficit relatively quickly. Construction continues apace. Good. Guarantee the Soviets and the Germans. There will be peace everywhere, or else. Institute the Royal Dictatorship. Ah, I can't do that until world tension's high. I see. Revise the constitution, which means that the political power cost of everything is reduced by a quarter. Interesting. The constitution must be rewritten to solidify the king's position as the nation's leader. Furthermore, dangerous far-right movements can be undermined by providing a safer alternative in the King's Sentinel of the Motherland youth organization. And we can modify the government, which we should do before much else happens. We wanted the dude who builds civilian and infrastructure faster. Calling a fascist, we're probably going to go democratic, actually. Trying to maintain the power of everything in this area. Or maintain the independence of everything in this area. And this time, unlike Czechoslovakia, I won't be on the front line. So it's okay if we lose a bit of ground. Just not too much. Although we can't then dictate the defense construction, so Czechoslovakia might still give away Sudetenland. Yeah, I'm going my own faction, definitely. FRN becomes ruling party. That's the non-aligned. Okay. Not another party, dude. Seriously? Mechanical party. Despite being vetted by the king himself, the official coverage of the... Fine, I'll take the political power hit again. You're paying for all this shit yourself, though, dude. Seriously. Alright, it is November 36. I would like a relatively quick tech. Ooh, we can get field hospitals already. 36, we can get... Ah, R2. Here we go. Let's get this. Because I haven't had a chance to replace Party Boy Carol yet. I'm going down the branch which allows me to do it, but I also have half an eye on the clock because I need to get the alliance stuff going. Okay. Germany proposes that we sign a pact recognizing the aim of the Communist International, known as the Comintern, is to disintegrate and subdue existing states by all means at its command. Convinced that the toleration of interference by the Communist International in the internal affairs of the nations not only endangers their own internal peace and social well-being, it is also a menace to the peace of the world, desirous of cooperating in the defense against communist subversive activities. Yes, I think I do want this one. Or do I? If I'm going to be forming the alliance with Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia, then we're going to be at odds with the Axis, so we want to be at peace with the Soviets. So, no. Furthermore, we can get the flexible foreign policy. Improve relations cost reduced by 75%. These guys play really diplomatically. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I think we're going to go blip, 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 blip. Let's get the flexible foreign policy, which gives us the relations bonus. Then we'll start improving relations with Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, and my other neighbours and see if we can get more guarantees and alliances going. We must abandon our principles and forge relations with whoever it is that would be more practical to work with. Our survival depends on it. And this won't actually make me join the Allies. No, joining the Allies is over here. Right there. And bear in mind that none of these are mutually exclusive either, until you get down to these. Although once you get the constitutional guarantees, then you remove these, so... You could start down one and then start on another, then start on another if you really wanted to do that. It's kind of interesting. Horia, excellent. That's the heavy tank, which we cannot now revise until 41. So we have these heavy tanks for a long time. So we won't be getting the mobile tank destroyer for a while. So no, I don't think I'm going to bother with the variants just yet. What I might do is start getting field hospitals. No, 37. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Construction. Priorities. I would, however, like to start producing some heavy tanks. Preferably instead of the light tanks. So let's cancel you. And grab the heavy tank instead. And we'll replace the light tanks with the heavies in time. We produce 4 a year. That's pathetic. Oh, that's with current efficiency, though. All of this is because we do not have enough steel. Irrelevant. Good old Romania. Always ready to swap sides. And our forces are slowly recovering. I think we've halved our deficit so far. Not the deficit, the deficit is your current reduction into a debt, I guess you'd call it. Flexible foreign policy complete. We no longer get the effects of royal household accounts. That's nice. Okay, so we're going to appoint the Allied friendly government, and then we're going to go down to handle the king. which gets rid of his King Carol's lifestyle, which hopefully also stops the events. Which I think it will. Is that the right? Yes, it was the right one. The future of Romania hinges on a good relationship with our old allies in the West, France and her allies. We must appoint a government that continues these relationships. Or renew the alliance and get this stuff sorted. No. We're going to do that one first. And now that we have the cheaper guarantees, we're going to guarantee Yugoslavia. Oh, it still costs 50 though. No, it's not the guarantee, sorry. Shit. I meant improve relations. Ah, screw it, we'll do both. Daily cost of 0. And with the Czechs, improve relations, daily cost of 0.1. That's fine. And who's the other one? Bulgaria? I know it's everyone except for Hungary. None of us like Hungary. Do it with you as well. Oh, it does cost some a day. Not a lot, but some. Okay. Well, I screwed up with the guarantee. I don't think I needed to guarantee Yugoslavia. Well, I guess it keeps it out of the grimy Italian hands. Not that Italian hands are necessarily grimy. Just in this instance, they are. Alright, so we're getting that. Still 37. What is Germany doing? Army innovations. They haven't done Anschluss yet. Although once they have Anschluss, then they start ticking through the other stuff pretty quickly. And they do have the troops in the field necessary to get it. So it is getting a little bit more important. A little bit more of an issue. What are the generals like? Ooh, wow. Quite high level. Hill fighter, offensive doctrine, logistics wizard. Level 4 field marshals. It's not bad at all. I really do wish that I'd guaranteed the Republic in Spain, actually, because I could have just been pouring Romanian troops over there and it would totally be enough to tip the balance. King implicated in embezzlement scandal. Following rumours of corruption in the army's procurement processes, the king was promised an impartial investigation into the matter. A preliminary report has been leaked to the press, confirming not only rumours that directly implicating the king's closest advisers in the matter. The entire affair has become an embarrassment to the government. The king demands action, but has declared his full support for the advisers in question. Signed contract is unimpeachable, so we lose factory output for 120 days, or reform the process. Signed contract is unimpeachable because I don't care about factory output because we're not producing much anyway. Hindenburg. Didn't die. That bodes well. Alright, constitutional guarantees, handle the king, and then we're doing the peace. No, we're going to do these first. No, we're going to do the... one more, and then we're doing those. No, screw that. That's factory output. We're not producing anything, as I just said. Our old ties with Poland have cooled in recent years, as threats surrounding us has not diminished and the global political situation grows ever more tumultuous. The time has come for us to revive our alliance with a northern neighbour. Carol is the best king. He's a terrible king. He's rubbish. I know the guy. He makes the best kings. All other kings, sad. Democrats demand referendum. Unsurprisingly, the idea that the people ruling the nation they inhabit can easily grow very popular among the people. The FRN, of course, sees the idea of democracy as represented by these movements. Freedom of speech, public elections, free press. Merely populist rhetoric meant to weaken Carol II's government. However, there can be no denying that these ideas have taken hold amongst the Romanian population. In true democratic fashion, they call for a public referendum on replacing the current regime. Although currently easy to ignore, these ideas have a way of growing very persistent. What will happen to us if we make peaceful revolution impossible? So we can round them up, which makes democratic less likely. We can proceed as usual, which decreases national unity for a year. Or we accept the referendum, perhaps we can preserve our legacy. which is a permanent national unity reduction. We're going to proceed as usual because this is only temporary for a year. Mobile warfare. Improve machine tools. Yeah, how dare they? Demanding democracy. Outrageous! Do we have any other industrial people? We don't. Oh, right. I can change my advisors now. I guess we can go even more army offense. Well, army offense would suggest that we want more medium tanks than heavy. Demo what now? Never heard of it. Or I can just save the points for stuff. Ah, mouse disappeared again. How long until the Civil War's over? Not for a while. Let's go with the attack. We'll keep with the attack. I mean, we can have the heavy tanks and the infantry holding the line. I'm not going to need many infantry. I think most of my army is actually going to be medium tanks. Thinking about it. It is the 1st of June, 37. Let's get field hospitals. Didn't I choose? I'm sure I chose. No fence. Oh. It didn't take for whatever reason. Alright, I'm going to take a 15-minute break because I'm starting to lose a bit of focus. I could do with another drink and a bit of a walk around, considering I've been doing this solidly for 3 hours now. So I'm going to take a 15-minute break and I'll be back after that. So we will resume at 20 past 11. Okay, and I am back again. So, first of all, Tanks Duck, thank you very much for what you were saying there. That's actually a really nice compliment, so thank you. I am back now. I have got some Scottish tea, shall we say. Ow, that's strong. Right, we are going to continue with Romania and generally get stuff done. I'd also like to say, because I realise I missed a couple of you, I'm sorry about that. Oh, Robster66 and Dandy64 CSGO, thank you very much for the follow, I appreciate that. So, I believe that we are just in the process of continuing to build Romania up. Look at my navy. My amazing navy of 4 destroyers and 1 submarine. That navy. It's a navy. Well, it's there, clearly. So we're still getting infantry equipment, support equipment, artillery, blah, blah, blah. Not doing any imports. Right, so we're renewing the Romanian-Polish alliance, then the cordon sanitaire. Then after that, I think we're going to continue with the constitutional guarantees and the handling the king. It's a pretty good navy. It's better than no navy. It's better than the Hungarian navy, I'll give you that. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I never actually played Star Wars Battlefront, so I don't know. Battlefield, I like. Battlefront just doesn't appeal. Leadership purges. Poland agrees to an alliance. Our delegation to Warsaw has returned with a treaty of assistance signed by Ignacy Mozycki. We are now obliged to defend one another should war break out. Wait, guarantee? Not an actual alliance? Really? Oh, I guess it's because it's not the actual cordon sanitaire. Okay, fair enough. So let's get the cordon sanitaire. We are bordered by dangerous ideologies both to the east and to the west. Together with our neighbours in the north and the south, we will establish a barrier quarantining those dogmas and preventing them from advancing any further. So we'll get an alliance with, hopefully, Czechoslovakia and Poland, both of whom I have been raising relations. I thought I had been raising relations with. Apparently not anymore. And also Yugoslavia, I want to try and get on side. So I have a feeling... Oh wait, is 100 the maximum? Yes, I think that was why. The Polish-Romanian alliance. The Poles and Romania have announced a renewed commitment to each other's defence. Although good relations have existed between the two nations for well over a decade now, today's announcement indicates that a policy of mutual defence is increasingly dominating military planning, both in Poland and in Romania. And we have free civilian factories. Excellent. So where do we have more factories? All of these. So let's get all of you up to level 9. That will do. Okay, cool. Sink the Bismarck. Sink the Royal Navy with 4 destroyers and a submarine. I mean, I know a single submarine can do an awful lot, especially in Hearts of Iron. But I still suspect that that would be something of a struggle. So what else can we do? We could try and get an alliance with Bulgaria, I guess. They are still mostly non-aligned. They do like us. -3 a month. That decreases very quickly, considering the cost. It would be nice if you had the option to just maintain your guarantee, or maintain your improved relations, much like you can in EU4. Okay, then just sink half of the Royal Navy. I'll see what I can do. Maybe we'll just shoot them as they try and get through the Bosphorus. We'll need to ask Turkey for access, but I'm sure it'll be fine. That ends in May 38, that's fine. What are we researching? Industry stuff. Excellent. That certainly sounds like me. Okay, cordon sanitaire is almost done. Boom. Really? Negotiations with Poland about joining our faction are broken down. The delegation from Poland have submitted an extensive list of demands as a prerequisite to joining our faction, including far-reaching commitments of military support. The General Staff has refused these demands on the grounds that they are impossible to meet, and the Foreign Office now believes that this will be a deliberate move by Ignacy Mozycki to turn down our offer without appearing responsible for it. You bastards. Czechoslovakia, however, agreed, but without Poland, that's a big blow. The government of Edward Beneš has declared its support for the cordon sanitaire. A delegation from Czechoslovakia has arrived to discuss the specifics of joining our faction and to organise plans for military support in case of war. Good. Can I just ask you to join? No. Where is it? Invite to faction, -100, non-aligned. Neither of us are at war. Bulgaria has strategic reasons to be hostile. Well, it's kind of Poland that would have been the main thing in our defence. I mean, Czechs are good, but they're not that good. Demand a Western guarantee. So if our alliance gets attacked, and France and Britain have a guarantee on me, will they join? I think it's only if you are directly declared war on. The Poles clearly don't know what's good for them. Well, let's sort out the king. Poland. I wonder if they'll refuse the guarantee because we're already in a faction. Do I have the focus for dividing Yugoslavia? No, I think that's a Balkan... Yeah, it's over here. Can't do it. It's Balkan dominance one. Alright, let's get rid of the king's penalties first of all, so we'll get the constitutional guarantees. Constitutional chances that have been implemented by the king must be changes. Okay, that's a typo. And guarantees and balances must be introduced to ensure this does not happen again. Otherwise, we're all left with this mockery of democracy. Do all Balkan states have cause? On what? Cordon sanitaire. Citing the increasing dangers posed by the ideologies to the east and the west, the Romanians have announced the formation of a cordon sanitaire. The alliance welcomes all who found themselves strangled by fascism and communism in Eastern Europe, and already some countries are considering to join their forces with Romania. We are taking charge. Definitely don't want to join? Oh, that's a non-aggression pact. No. Well, we still have a bunch of guarantees on people, which I'm hoping will count for something. Especially as they're free, apparently.